Hey, what's good, YouTube family? This your God Blessone. Thank you for watching another episode of IsmokeHiphop. Hey, man, this is a message to the Honorable. And when I say Honorable, I gotta say Honorable. This is a message to the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. And this is in plight and in light to the recent events where Minister Louis Farrakhan was banned for life from Facebook. I just want to say, Farrakhan, the words of wisdom and guidance that you've given me, I'm no longer part of the Muslim world, but I will give praise as far as the discipline. I was in a dark place and I left school. Me and my family were very intelligent. I had high GPAs, but I chose to leave school, and I was in a situation where I had to go back, finish it, went to the Job Corps route, and I said, scratch that. I got heavily, deeply into the videos and the teachings of Minister Louis Farrakhan. I met a member from one of the mosques that was in Georgia, but this was when I was in Kentucky. He moved to Kentucky, and we would speak to two of his relatives. And when we spoke to them, they had some of the newspaper articles, and I would read about his great speeches or whatever, and I would read about his messages in there. So it's not that I'm a Muslim and I'm biased now. No, that has nothing to do with that. I took my Shahada many years ago, but just like my pops is a Christian minister, and the same thing as far as that, I stay away from religion. I'm not religious at all. I believe in many doctrines, but don't mean I pick this doctrine or that doctrine. I choose to look up to people who can mold and shape my mind. And Mr. Louis Farrakhan did a great job at that. So if you're some of my other supporters, don't be like, oh, do you subscribe to what Mr. Louis Farrakhan be saying or this and that? No, I subscribe to any intelligent individual who has knowledge to give out so I can obtain. That's what I've been doing for many years. And let's be honest, y'all know me, I listen to every type of doctrine, even if it's white doctrines, Asian doctrines, black, anything that can tell me a piece of form in this world that I can learn more, something I didn't know yesterday or an hour ago or seconds ago, then I will get that knowledge. And Mr. Louis Farrakhan, he has been giving me that. And I feel like the force he has been giving me has helped me in Iraq. It's helped me through my military, and it made me endure pain or whatever. To know all that is subconscious in my thoughts, I can get away from all the pain. So when I look at, even though I don't like some of the ways Nelson Mandela bowed down before his oppressors, I didn't like the end of Nelson Mandela's life, but his story of who he is and what he went through, that's a story that can elevate mine. So salute the Nelson Mandela, like great men like that. And I feel like the levels that Mr. Louis Farrakhan he's on the same level of these type of great people. So when you see Mark Zuckerberg and attacking men like Mr. Louis Farrakhan, I'm almost afraid to even say his name, the Facebook founder's name, because if you say that, they'll say the speech you're saying on your video is you know what. So I'm not even saying any of that. It's to the point YouTube guidelines are so far away and they're not even meaning what they're saying anymore. It's like, you go, is there a human that's flagging it, or the algorithm has a computer automated machine that'll flag it during key words that are being said, even if you didn't say anything that was bullying or anything like that at all, but you'll be accused of it and you'll get strikes. So you gotta be careful. So my message to Mr. Louis Farrakhan is good riddance to Facebook. To be honest with you, it's their loss, bro. You don't have to worry about the traffic that you was driving through there. Your name is written on people's minds, which is more better, bro. Your name is subscribed to so many people subconsciously. No matter what race they are, everybody know who's Mr. Louis Farrakhan. If they didn't know who you are, that's how powerful you are, to the point these people want to pretend they have dementia now. That should tell you about how great you are as a leader. You got those strong men, the fruit of Islam. Salute to the fruit of Islam. Those warriors that are being used as detail security for so many black celebrities and even white people too, that many people don't know that they've done security for. I'm just showing you how you can utilize great black men like that and make them successful. Because people like to make jokes. Even if you're a Muslim or not, people look and say, oh, people got to get arrested, then they become Muslims. But shouldn't you give praise to something that can take a mindset of a man who almost became into an animal, a savage, a beast? He was wild out here in America, the world. in America, the bestiality of all places. He was a savage out here violating civilians, but he got into this prison system, and this religion that you call Islam took his mindset away from that, and it has washed his brain to a certain point where he's become a better man than he was yesterday, where that even the damn prison systems can't even come to 3% and change people where Islam has changed people. So you can say what you want, and I can do a video giving praise to the black Hebrew Israelites as well too, but that's not what this video is about today. So I don't want to hear people telling me that. You guys know I'm deeply into the Hebrew Israelite doctrine, so I don't want to hear people in the comment sections telling me about ISUPK, this and that. Right now I'm giving praise to a man that I feel like he's changed my mindset and who I was yesterday versus the man I am today. So you be damn, like, I'm addicted to this man's videos on a daily basis. My kids are gonna grow up to the point where they know almost all this man's speeches in verbatim. Like that, I don't watch TV, and maybe it's a military thing, I don't know what it is, but or maybe it's a subconsciously, I was always conscious at a young age, and it took me away from that. So it was to the point Mr. Louis Farrakhan brought balance into a young man like me. He brought balance to my life. So for when I see Facebook doing these other words of we're banning you, you can't ban something that's inscribed into everybody's mindset. The frequencies, I bet you when you say Minister Louis Farrakhan's name, he has a different genetic frequency that's flowing throughout there, as all of you guys, all you great queens and kings out there. You guys have a frequency that's genetically coded to basically flow out there in the world, and you can connect with anybody you want individually on a spiritual basis. And if you guys learn how to do that, listen to some of the doctrines of all these great men, but I'll definitely highly recommend Mr. Louis Farrakhan. He has great doctrines that can free and escape your mind to make you closer to the Most High. Because at the end of the day, it's about the Most High. And if I can listen to this man's doctrine, whether I subscribe to the Islam faith or not, if I can listen to the doctrine itself and be a better man for this world, then what's the argument here? And what's the worry about Facebook banning? Because if you're worrying about Facebook banning you, here's news. YouTube could ban you, Twitter, Instagram, all these entities that are owned by the oppressors of the world. Don't get your mind lost into it. You got to continue that path of what you've been doing. Look how many years you great brothers been doing your little organizations and building up your nation, and yet you guys keep getting hit up, falling down, and you guys keep picking yourself up. That shows you the power of faith. So I'm gonna continue having faith in the great Minister Louis Farrakhan and his organization, not far as their religion and what they believe in, but as far as what they teach and the people that they help. That's what you guys gotta listen. So when we throw certain people's name out there, people like to get scared. And I can't even say the name of another brother and who's actually a white person. I want to say that guy's name, but if I say the guy's name, YouTube will revoke or restrict my video or whatever. So I gotta be careful, and that's unfair. But you know, that's life. That's the way we have to mold out here. So if we listen to some of the doctrines as these great elders such as Mr. Louis Farrakhan teaching, they show you how to escape these hurdles and jump over them. You showed me that for years, man. Like right now, I'm about to face something that's scary right now, and I'm trying to slow down and find a way where I can have the Most High help me out of the situation I'm in right now. That's been making me strained mentally, and it's been depriving me of the energy that I once had before. So I'll continue that path of greatness by just following who I am and the great men like Minister Louis Farrakhan. With that being said, man, all praises be to the Most High. I'm your God blessed one. Like I tell you guys in every single video, love your family, love your kids, stay blessed. I'm gonna say that one more time, because a lot of people don't understand how important those words I utter at the end of my videos, how much you can move mountains with these words. You can build your family back together as the oppressor divided us. Just tell your kids every day, listen to my words. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. And always remember, life is nothing if you don't make life something. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Stay blessed, man.